Hi everyone, I hope you're all good and enjoying the sun, and I'm so excited because today is the first day that I'm doing a video back in the studio. So yeah, I've been a bit quiet video wise because we've been moving everything back to the studio. So yes, we'll still be doing our videos and here for you, but yeah, just from the studio instead of the kitchen floor. So yeah, so that's where we are today. Okay, so with it being sunny and summer and all things lovely, it means that berries are going to be starting to come out soon. And one of my favourite things to do is to go berry picking with the dogs. Dottie absolutely loves a berry. So I'm going to do a little video to show you how to make little berry bowls. This also kind of looks a bit scary, like a witch's colander, whichever one. But yeah, so that's what we're going to go for. This is really simply made and really plain because I'm going to decorate it plain, because then when it's full of colourful berries, the berries will just sing in it. But just because mine is plain doesn't mean that yours has to be. And again, this is just like a one-way kind of thing. You can do it way, but you can do it anyway. So I'm going to do it coiling. So I'm going to move that out the way. So coiling, it dawned on me that I've shown you how to coil on top of a pinch pot and upwards, but not straight from like a flat piece. So if you need to learn how to roll coils and then how to make coils bend out and go back in, then have a look at some of my earlier videos, coiling on pinch pots, because that'll teach you all of them kind of things. This is just how you can go straight away, like making a bowl, a basket, anything from coiling straight onto the ground, the table, a flat piece of clay. So I have chosen a circle for my base. That's because I want to make a round berry bowl, but you could go square, you could go rectangle, you could go oval, you could go triangle. Possibilities are endless. I have rolled some coils. Again, if you need any help on how to roll coils properly, have a look at some of my earlier coiling videos. And then what I'm going to do is put my coil on top of the circle. Can you see? Just like that. Just place it on top. I'm going to follow it round. And that's it. So just like coiling onto a pinch pot, but coiling onto a flat piece of clay that you've already cut out like a template. And then you just want to make sure, got my lollipop stick, that you smooth everything together. That's it. All the way around. So you want to smooth it all together all the way around. And then also on the inside. Okay. So with this bowl here, it curves slightly and curves slightly back in. If you want to learn how to do that with coiling, as I keep saying, head back to some of my earlier videos. I'm trying not to repeat myself and do your heads in and bore you. So, yeah, because I do repeat myself. It's okay. So, as Blue Peter would say, here is a small little coil pot that I made earlier. So this pot is a little bit firmer. We're going to pretend it's finished and as tall and as beautiful. So yeah, so I have left this pot until it's a little bit firm. It's still soft, soft leather hard, this probably is, just so that when I turn it upside down, it doesn't collapse in because of the weight of the clay. It's already starting to dry. So I want to make this neater a little bit because it's a bit rough around the edges. So I've got a metal kidney. But you guys could use like a credit card or anything with a bit of a plastic kind of corner that you can use to scrape. These are great to take and just kind of take around the clay and scrape off any bits that you don't want. So this is kind of like trimming. You'll see people doing this on a wheel and they've got all lovely fancy tools. We've got them here, but you don't need them if you're just doing hand building and you're at home. Like I say, a credit card is great. So I've just trimmed off some of the outside. Can you see how it started to make like a bit of more of a dome there? So I spend ages, and that's what I've done with this. Okay, going round with my kidney. So if you haven't got a kidney, your credit card, and just neatening up all the edges, go around your pot, take all the excess off. It's a great way to smooth. It's a great way to trim. It's a great way because depending how hard you press, if you're light and tickle it, you just got to smooth lumps over. If you're hard and scrape, then you will take clay away. So that's a great way to make your surface a bit more even. And you see how I've just scraped and it's just taken some of the unevenness away. Okay, so we're going to pretend I've done that all over. Next is I'm going to put a little foot on the bottom of my bowl so that when I put the holes in, the water's got somewhere to kind of go underneath and it doesn't just sit there. So I have made a little ring. Loads of different things you could do for feet. You could actually make feet. You could do anything. But for this, I'm just going to make a little ring to sit on the bottom. So I'm going to join it together using cross hatching and slip. Again, I have a video, one of the earlier videos, that show you how to kind of cross hatch, slip and make your own slip and everything. But cross hatching, mark making is basically mark making the two areas of clay that you want to join together. So I'm using a sharp needle tool to do this, but a cocktail stick is more than okay. Okay, there we go. And then I've got my slip. Again, videos on this, and I'm putting the slip on, plonking it all the way around, popping it onto the scored, and there we go. Then to make sure that is nice and stuck and stays stuck forever, I'm gonna get my lollipop stick. And I'm just gonna smooth the joints together, one edge to the other. That's it, all the way around, joining it together. Because your clay, your bowl is harder, if you've let it dry, then it just means then that it's not gonna sink in the middle where you put your foot on, like mine is doing now, because I didn't leave it as hard as I thought. Okay, if your bowl is starting to sink like this, because it's a bit too soft, you can always just get the hairdryer and give it a bit of dry with the hairdryer, and it'll soon firm it up for you so you can carry on working on top and it not cave in. So once you've got your foot onto the bottom of your bowl, then if you want to make it pretty and make all designs and do everything, now is your time to turn it that way around, do your design, make it beautiful, do everything like that you want to add onto it. Smooth it off, neaten it off, do all them kind of bits. You're then going to turn it upside down to put your holes in, so that when you wash your berries, you can pick your berries in your bowl and then you can just wash them and all the water will drain out and they're good to go. So I have got just a little pointy stick thing to make holes. You could use anything, a lollipop stick, absolutely anything. Turn your bowl the other way around and then you're just going to go in and make holes, that's it. Okay, so I've also on this one made some on the outside of the foot, just in case berries sit there too, then the water's still got places to drain. And then I turn my bowl back over and then go back in that way round with the stick to make the holes, make sure they're extra big and lovely. And then you can spend your time again neatening off your holes, use your fingers, all of that. Next, handle. So when you are making a handle to attach onto your bowl, one of the first things you want to do actually is make your handle beforehand, so that when you're joining, can you see how that's basically just standing up on its own? That's the kind of consistency you want. That's what you want with your handle. You don't want it flopping everywhere or anything, because as soon as you stick it on, it's just going to flop and just take the whole piece with it. So yeah, so you want a nice firm handle. So make it first, leave it to dry. And if it's not firm enough for you when you want to stick it on, just put the hairdryer on it a little bit. But yeah, that's what you're after, a handle that kind of stays still. If I was to just put this worm on and bend it over, can you see how it's still that wet, that it's just flopping and doing what it wants? A handle, decide where you want to put it on your basket. So I'm just going to make them areas. I want it to go there. And then going to cross hatch them two bits, because that's where I want it to go. Cross hatch the handle. Cross hatch that bit, add me slip. You're going to perhaps put a little bit more slip on than that. Plop it on. See, it's staying, yay! And then what you're going to do is just kind of smooth your join. So I use my finger and smooth the joins on the inside. And then also get your fingers, and then if you join them bits of clay together too, and just make sure it's really tight and nice. As you can see here, I've spent my time joining so you can't see any of the edges. Can you see how it's super smooth and joined? So that is a solid join. So once it's fired, that's going to be strong enough to hold from the handle, and it's going to be fine. So yeah, that is a simple way to kind of make a bowl or a basket to put your berries in. So yeah, have fun, make them beautiful. Yeah, and then I can't wait to see them here at the studio when I'm firing them. But yeah, hopefully I get to welcome you all back to the studio very soon. Okay guys, enjoy the sun, bye.